So this is going to be a little bit of a different video to them I've ever done before. This is going to be a bit of a rant video, and I'm going to be talking about the UK company ZAVVI. Now, if in case you don't know who ZAVVI are, if you are a film fan, chances are you've probably heard of them. Now, ZAVVI basically are pretty much the, in the UK at least, they have the corner of the market on Blu-ray steelbooks. They produce a lot of steelbooks that are exclusive to them. So you get a lot of releases that you can only get through ZAVVI, but they also do sell, you know, normal DVDs, Blu-rays, other steelbooks that are just kind of widely available. They also do music, they do FUNKO Pop figures and variety of different toys and such like that. Now, if you've watched my channel for any time, you know that I am a bit of a collector of movies, particularly Marvel films. And steelbooks in particular that I actually do like. Now, I've seen a variety of different issues with ZAVVI before, but I'm going to tell you about my experience with them with a particular issue, but I will kind of circle back to some other people's as well. Now, the story first of all takes place in mid-2015, basically. Now, I was moving property at the time, but I had actually had the movie Ant-Man on pre-order, and then this was the steelbook edition, and it had actually sold out, but I had got one on pre-order. Now, I was moving property, so basically I emailed ZAVVI and sort of said, I can't find any option to be able to change my address. I'm moving property, can I basically update my details so it gets sent to my new address rather than obviously the place I'm going to be? It was a couple of months out, so it's not as if I was changing it at the last minute. They basically emailed back and said, I'm really sorry, but once an order is placed, we can't amend it. If you want to cancel your order, then so be it, essentially. And I was like, what? You can't amend it? I mean, you're an internet-based company. Are you telling me that you cannot amend customers' details? But no, basically. And I thought, well, what can I do? I can't reorder it because the damn thing's sold out. So the only option I had was when I moved, I tried to redirect my mail. And that actually didn't work. I never actually ended up getting my Ant-Man steelbook, even though I had actually redirected the mail. And I actually had to contact them and say, well, look, I paid you the steelbook, it hasn't turned up. And I explained, obviously, what had happened. And they said, well, you know, you've got to wait another month or so for it to basically, in case it does turn up. So I waited and it never turned up. And eventually I got my refund after many kind of emails back to them. Now, a little bit more recently, now, as you all have, you probably have debit cards or credit cards. And I had basically ordered a bunch of stuff again on ZAVVI. And my debit card had expired, or was going to expire soon, so I wanted to update the payment details because once again I had stuff on pre-order. No, I can't update my payment details. I mean, it's ridiculous. Basically, I cannot update. I've got stuff on pre-order once again, and you know, I know my card's going to run out at a certain point, or it's run out, and I can't put my new card details in. Then same thing again. Oh yeah, you've got to cancel your order and start again. Now, the one advantage with this situation is if the payment defaults, which is obviously going to do it if it's a you know, a different card, you can, if you're quick, you can kind of update your details as when your card is initially rejected. So that's what I had to do basically. I had to kind of just keep an eye out when the release date was and make sure I updated my cards, because it will give you the options once the actual card is rejected to then give an alternate payment. So those ones were a minor issue, but I managed to sort them out. And then it comes to now, and once again I am going to be moving in a few months' time. So having already had this issue, I thought I would give it plenty of time. I'd ordered a whole bunch of things. I've ordered the Daredevil steelbook. I've ordered the Captain America Civil War steelbook. There's an Incredible Hulk steelbook that I had on order. All of these things are pre-orders. All of them have sold out. And once again, there's another Ant-Man steelbook as well. I've ordered it. Great, but it's now sold out, so I cannot reorder it. So I basically sort of said, like, I've ordered this stuff before. I've got like 4 items on pre-order, all of which have sold out. You know, this was a year ago since I've last asked you this. Can I now amend my details? Guess what? I can't. They still cannot amend my details. Not only that, and this is what really this is what really gives my goat. They sent me literally the same email. It is just a standard email that they had put out, and they didn't even answer all the questions that I'd actually had on there. They just sent out this very much a the same email, and I've got them here side by side. You can see the dates at the top there, and it's literally the same thing. The only thing different, it's got a different name at the bottom that you can't actually see on the screen grab here, but it's just signed electronically by a different person. But it is obviously a standard template email that they don't even bother looking at the actual email of. They just send this out basically, and that's it. Now, I actually emailed them back and said, look, you know, can't you just either amend my details manually, that these things are months in advance, or the alternative that I can think of is this stock has been allocated for me. I have pre-ordered it, and the stock has now been allocated for me, so this stock should be available for me. If you can't amend the details, can I cancel the order, and then can I set up? Are you able to kind of just send me a private email and allow me to repurchase these things that I have already got allocated for me on a kind of a private email? No response. Didn't bother responding to me at all. And so that's that. So I sent them another email saying, look, I have had to do this before. I've done this dance before, basically. The only chance that I've got to get these things now is if I once again redirect my mail and hope these things turn up. But if they don't, I'm going to be asking for a refund. So it is in their benefit for them to actually change my address or allow me to cancel and repurchase, because otherwise they're going to be sending these items out and then I'm going to be claiming for them not turning up again. So again, nothing. And I was left very disappointed with this. All I have been sent out is the same email, a year apart nearly. So I went on to kind of a couple of Facebook groups that I've got onto, and basically sort of I go through a few kind of like Blu-ray groups and stuff like that. Basically inquired as to other people's experience with ZAVVI, and I've got to say, the response was quite disappointing from a customer service point of view. A variety of different issues have come up. Very few people said that they didn't have any issues with them, but a lot of people were saying that they have a variety of different issues. Things didn't turn up, things come up trust, they've taken money out, they haven't responded to emails, such as me. So overall, I'm very disappointed with ZAVVI as a whole. The frustrating thing for me is I've done exactly the same thing with companies like Amazon, for example. Even Amazon in different countries, I've been able to change my address, you know, only like a couple of weeks before something's come out, and they've done it, and I've got the items, no problem. ZAVVI, a UK-based company, and I'm from the UK, can't amend details months in advance, or even give me another option to basically purchase this. What they've said to me is basically, well, tough, you can't have the things and we're not even going to bother answering your emails. And then you do say that we're just going to send you this kind of generic template out that we're going to send off clearly to everyone. And obviously they sent this out to plenty of people. That's why there is a template. So why haven't they gone into this and invested a bit of time in their website to change the goddamn features? Very frustrated with this, very poor customer service. I was very disappointed with the non-response that I got from ZAVVI, and just the kind of the generic bullshit email that they clearly sent out to me without even reading half the questions. Anyway, so that is my rant. So I want to know if anyone who has shopped with ZAVVI themselves, have they had any bad experiences that they can care to share in the comments section, or has anyone experienced the same as me and got the same bullshit email that I got sent out? I'd love to hear from you, and who knows, maybe a video bitching about it will actually get them to do something about it. We can dream. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye for now.